You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
I know you're first in the room, so this message is for you, but I need you. Oh, look, I got the names right for once. I need you to yell at Jay for me. He's in so much trouble right now. Jay is in so much trouble right now. Hi, guys. I'm Jenna. That's Alfie. This is Minute to Skim It. We read, we skimmed these books.
Very much skimmed. I was distracted by cake.
Yes, it was the red velvet cake, right?
Yeah.
And then I got the tiramisu. So the pizza place that's here in the store now has like a full like dessert, like what is that thing? Display. And they have like 4 or 5 new cakes and desserts. They also have ice cream coming in and boba. They have 2 bobas. I had one yesterday. It was really good. Sorry, I'm liking and sharing it right now. I read at the speed of Jenna.
I read at the speed of nothing. Since Edward's in the room, did you guys yesterday on the quiz, did you guys do that one question that I put in there?
Yes! What was funny about it was 2 questions before it, that book had shown up on the board. She had the special foil one. And I went, no. There you go, done. And then it was the question, I think Preston had said, what's the furthest place from here? And I'm like, you're close. And then Edward only said half of the title. And I was like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you.
I actually had to find that comic and look through it to see the full.
It is one of my favorite books, so it's really good.
I mean, I'll have to properly read it.
Yeah.
But I only read the title.
But it was good. It was good. I actually owe Edward like 8 stickers for his board, which we'll probably have you do during the next year. Describes where we start putting stickers all over it. Lots of books, lots of reading. I feel like this week's theme was personal attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the books.
Yeah.
One of the books, quite frankly, I did not read the last story in because I was like, I'll have to read this on my own personal time because this is way too much.
And then 3 of the books that I read just kind of like slapped me in the face. I was like, not as bad as yours, but still, it was just like, oh man. I'll be getting a box set tomorrow. Let's fill up the board. Yes, we're gonna fill the board. He's getting the box. All right. God, why did I do this? Okay.
Why did any of us do this?
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I don't either.
Okay, let's start. I'm gonna get the thick book out of the way. So this is Batman the Brave and the Bold, #1. It had some 4 stories in it.
New member.
Oh yes, a new member, Michael Perkins. Hello, welcome, thank you. Here's a heart. Moving on. It's a thick book. There are 4 stories in it. The first one, I'm going to consider it as the first ever Joker story. So it opens up with the like Gotham detectives and Batman, and they're going around the whole like city because somebody has been doing little petty crimes, but also doing big crimes between them. And they keep leaving like these crayon colored like notes for people.
Oh, I can't imagine who that is.
But the Joker's not a part of that universe yet. Nobody knew who the Joker was. And then then we flash over to a little girl who had left her apartment and is just kind of walking around the park with her umbrella, and it's pouring rain. and you get to see like little like panels of like what like somebody's talking to her, and you're just like, this is weird, little girl, don't do that. And the little girl walks up to the bench where the guy's talking to her, and there's the Joker holding a balloon, looking all down. And she's like, I can cheer you up. Little girl, no. No, little girl, no. Okay, no. Let's not do that. The second story, there's a whole brand new team of villains. New team of villains, or anti-heroes. They got together. I've never seen that group. I can't say anything. It was very short. I think it was only like 3 pages. So really saying anything beyond that, like if I say any of them, it kind of feels like a spoiler. Because it was just like, oh, who's that? Oh, who's that? Did that person just melt somebody? Okay, walk away. Walk away. The third story was Superman, and he got a ring that transports him to a new dimension. The Superman doesn't look like he's going to be nice. He does not look like a nice Superman.
Okay, what's the anti-Superman?
Bizarro?
Bizarro, I think.
I love Bizarro. He's funny though. And then the fourth story was an alternate Batman, but I can never remember what universe it is, where he's got like a mech suit. Does anybody remember that one? Batman. It was a mech suit Batman.
The mech
story. And it was in black and white, so it was kind of like noir telling to it.
The noir mech-verse.
Yeah. That was Batman. Should I do another one?
Yeah, or I could do one.
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out of the way.
I like how it says on the front it's banned in like a bajillion countries.
At 26.
Just 26.
Only 20. How many countries even are there? Like 27.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is Red Room, Crypto Killaz. Which, if you've never read Red Room, there's also the Antisocial Network and Trigger Warning. I think they're like 5 issues each. And it is splatterpunk, it's gore, it's nudity, very adult, very horrible. If you have ever heard of what Red Rooms are, that's that. And it's I can't really describe the whole story at all, really. But I think in general, it started off with a retired cop that ended up becoming a killer in a red room. And his daughter's like thinking like, oh, there's something suspicious about my dad. Like, stuff's happening. I'm suspicious about this. And now they've added cryptocurrency, so it's gotten even weirder.
Oh, no.
And more terrible.
Oh, no.
I think, like, one of the last villains that they introduced in, like, the issue before this was, like, the NFT.
Oh, my God.
Like,
that's right. You're right.
It was so goofy.
That's some goofy Gerber stuff right there.
Yeah. Which, if I'm saying that it's goofy and silly, probably not for
Children's.
the normal reader.
By the way, that is so not for children's.
No, not remotely.
All right, speaking of nudity, can you say this for me?
Kokju.
Yeah, that word. There's that one. It's
That's-
number 2.
That's the Giant Kokju. That's how I would pronounce it.
That's how we can pronounce it on camera, but that's not how I'm going to tell you. That's not how it is pronounced in the book.
I'm pretty certain that's how it's pronounced. That's how it's spelled.
So they actually phonetically like spell it out in the
Oh,
book, and that is
okay.
the other way of pronouncing it is how they've been pronouncing it. So it's the second one. We have this giant monster just going around, just
having a time.
having a good time with the buildings.
Mm-hmm. It's about global warming.
So it's been about a month. Most of the city is evacuated at this point. There's a handful of people left. There's full nudity in this. Also, as the monster is shenanigans the buildings, He's releasing a pheromone that's making all the people still left in the city do shenanigans. Oh, yeah. And the government building is also shenanigans. I don't. What else can I say? Like,
There's just a bunch of, there's a lot of fun times, but maybe not fun times for everyone.
fun times for him, because apparently he has high class taste. Because so the real estate agents rented out helicopters to try and push him to go to the parts of the city. Fraternizing, yes. So the helicopters are trying to like move him down to the buildings that already need to be demolished. And he's like, no, swap. No, he's got that high class taste for his fraternizing, his shenanigans. Also, there's more poop demons, more poop monsters. He actually uses them at one point to get rid of the helicopters. He just throws it at them.
I'm gonna have to read that during the next show.
Oh God, it was.
I love how this is exactly up my alley, and this was not one of the ones that you put in my stack.
I think I might have mixed up our stacks, but then again, like
because like specifically that
I remembered reading the first one. That's why I was like, oh yeah.
And I read it during the show too, and I was like, oh dude, I love this. It's about global warming. It's great, and I knew that it was coming out this week, and I didn't see it in my stack, and I was like, oh, okay, well maybe we didn't get it in. And then you're like reading it, and it's like, oh.
I think I grabbed it because it was like, I was like, oh, I remember reading the first one. It was terrible, good, and terrible and disturbing. But I have to read the second one. So it's not actually terrible. It's just
terrible content.
Yes. I can't stop reading it though. It's one of those weird things. Hey Kenneth, what's up? It's one of those weird things where it's like, why am I reading this? I can't stop reading it though. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a train wreck.
Oh, you can't stop though.
Yeah.
You can't
or like a giant monster terrorizing the city. You just can't stop looking.
Oh God, yeah. Okay. All right. I think I had one more that had a lot of nudity in it. Did I? No, I did not. I'm a liar. Your turn.
Oh, I have one with nudity.
Oh God. That's what I'm thinking of then.
Okay.
Oh my God. Edward, that's exactly how they say it in the book too.
And this is exactly how you get yourself banned.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So this is Blood, Love, Ghosts, and a Deadly Spell. So this is, I believe, 3 stories. I'll be honest, I did not finish it. I immediately felt attacked and like, oh, this is very upsetting. And it's just, I don't even know if I can really describe the stories because they are very, very adult stories and highly depressing. And just, one definitely deals with unaliving, and then the other is like a fire and, stuff.
Huge trigger warnings.
Yeah, and there's just there's big nudity. And I will say I did like the art, actually. It reminded me of, if anyone's ever played a game called, I believe it's called Cat Lady. The art in this comic book reminds me of that. It's like realistic, but it's like looked like it was drawn over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a picture, but with like drawings over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of showed it to me. That's next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'll feel something that it starts off with song lyrics.
Oh yeah. Each story starts off with a song lyric. The first one starts off with Helena from My Chemical Romance, and then the next one is lyrics from The Cure, and then the one after that, which I did not finish reading, was from 9 Inch Nails.
So that kind of gives you an idea.
Yeah, and like for me, I was just like, oh god, this is it's personally attacking me with these last 2 because it's those are bands that I really like, And it's just like, oh no, this is awful. This is terrible.
Feelings.
I'm sad. I hate it. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. I probably will finish it during the next show, but I just it was rough.
I'm supposed to be yelling at Jay, though I don't know why. Okay, I'll tell you real quick. Right before the show started, I said I love you, and he didn't say it back. I'm big mad now. Big mad. Big mad. Ah, okay. Let's talk about something
like
that
a giant monster, maybe.
Something else that hit me straight in the feels. This is The Seasons Have Teeth, number 2.
Which I will definitely be reading in the next show.
So if everybody remembers, in the first one, he was talking about how he wished he would have done this stuff when his wife was still alive.
Yeah, and spring was coming.
Spring was coming. This is summer. This is summer. Smart man. I mean, bad Jay. Bad. Nice. So The Seasons Have Teeth, number 2. It is summer. They are in a helicopter over this small town where almost everybody has evacuated. Everything's on fire. So I was like, oh, cool. So summer, just South Texas. Right? That's what we said. We saw the picture.
Yeah, you showed me the picture and I was like,
oh, Texas.
That's just Texas.
That's just Texas. And, yeah, dude, the monster. I don't know. Oh, God. It's so good, guys. This series, I'm super enjoying. I'm really enjoying the series. And again, so it's two photographers go out this time, right? And a whole team, like it's a whole airplane full of people, military aircraft full of soldiers, 2 photographers, a writer, because they're following him because his first picture of spring was this huge success. So like, okay, we're going to send you out with like an actual team of people so that way, you don't die. And all the rest of them do, like almost immediately. Almost immediately. And he's like, oh, gotta dodge the fire. Oh, here's a wet blanket. Oh, I can do this. And he's just chasing down this giant fire monster that kind of looked like a xenomorph and did the tongue snake thing where it was like, where am I? And then like he moved on. Oh my God. Also, everybody else in the world thinks the whole team is dead. So you're just like, oh.
I don't know if they like specifically brought it up in the first one. Like I don't remember, but wasn't he like a war photographer?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went to be a war photographer, and he wished he would have done these other nicer things when his wife was alive, so he could be home with her. And this is just furthering that, like, well, if I die doing this, I see my wife. Let's go jump in some fire.
I will say though, like being a photographer and then especially being a war photographer, you learn to dodge.
He's very good at it, even though the soldiers that went with him were not.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, like, when you're trying to find that perfect shot,
yeah,
you kind of learn, like, the amount of maneuvering I've done just doing concert photography is just stupid. Like, I might as well have gotten stamped on. Like, oh yeah, I'm in the mosh pit. Don't touch me though. I've got a camera. Please leave me alone.
All I gotta say is I have one picture that's my favorite picture of Alfie. She was actually the photographer at our wedding.
Oh,
and yeah. So I'm coming down the aisle. Oh no, the bridesmaids are coming down the aisle.
Yeah.
And she's just like stretched out. Like, I'm not in the aisle, you don't see me. Like taking a picture. And then there's one person in the audience just being like,
yeah, it's like, what? I mean, dude, this is what I was hired to do.
So I can definitely. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's what he was doing in this book.
I mean, as a photographer, especially if you do any sort of event, you kind of just, and I would imagine war, you just kind of learn, like,
oh, bullets. Got to take the pictures between the bullets. Got it.
Yes, I'm like in the shape of the Exorcist right now. And
don't worry, it's fine. Everything is fine.
My back is totally normal. I'm not in constant pain every day.
So I'm really enjoying this book. The art in it is just beautiful. And storytelling in it's really good too.
It's only going to be 4 issues.
I think so.
Because there's 4 seasons.
That or there might
Unless you include hurricane season.
Isn't that only in Texas though? Like
Yeah.
Florida, Texas, Louisiana. Who else? Who else? Who else is in the Gulf?
Well, sometimes the East Coast gets it. Sometimes.
Yeah, but I feel like
It's mostly us.
yeah.
And
Like I feel like the worst hurricanes in history have been like, oh, Texas? Hi.
oh, you mean the storm of 1900?
Or remember Alice?
Allison? Yeah, that's why I didn't go to summer school.
Oh. Okay.
Good times.
Yes, good times. Let me do one more. Speaking of swamps,
Oh.
this is Good Deeds. Dark Spaces, Good Deeds #1 from Scott Snyder. What's it say?
Oh, duck season, wabbit season.
So this is set out in the middle of nowhere. A mom and daughter get a diner. They're rebuilding the diner, and the guy that sold the diner is kind of like iffy. And she starts school. The daughter starts school in a new town. You know, small town mentality. So you got to put yourself in that. Oh, you haven't been here your whole life. You're an outsider. Like we're gonna pick on you. Like, oh, you guys haven't been here your whole lives. You bought a falling apart diner and rebuilt it. I don't know about you guys. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And yeah, the guy that sold it to him is not very good, and it gets spooky, and people get disintegrated. Is that the best way to put it? Like melted, disintegrated.
It depends on what the image was.
It was that last image I showed you where you thought it wasn't a human.
I'm blanking.
Where you were like, is that a person? I was like, it was a person. Look at this page. And it's just like he's melted.
Oh, I just realized that that's the silhouette of a deer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the deer's watching the whole time.
Oh.
Like it opens up with the deer like looking at your soul. You're just like, hello, Mr. Deer. Okay.
That also feels like a personal attack because there's loads of deer in my neighborhood.
Yup, mine too.
Like even last night, I was taking Pumpkin out to use the restroom, and she was just like, "I don't want to go near those deer." And it's like, yeah, but that's where you go to the bathroom, and they're going to be scared of you. It's fine.
Yeah.
She's like,
this one is not.
Nope.
This one, bodies shouldn't smoke like that. Yeah, that's. I don't know if that was mist or smoke. I don't know. It was really good though. Don't miss it, guys. Oh my gosh. I don't think people are going to survive this. Oh, and there's full nudity in this one, too.
Ed Weird.
Ed Weird. There you go.
Okay. Let's go with Maleficent.
I really like that Dynamite's, like, putting out the villain side of Disney characters.
Oh, for sure. Which, so far, it feels like it's before... like the live action movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like. I don't know. But it definitely is like there's some kid and he's like talking to Maleficent. She helps him for a minute and then he like tries to steal her staff.
I love rude.
Yeah. For the power.
Hashtag rude. Wait, what? What did I miss? Good Deeds. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Slipknot's in the house. That duck season rabbit. Hey, there you go. Okay. Scar was really good, and it was also set before the movies too.
Yeah. I think all of the villain ones are gonna be
like prequels.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what it feels like. I don't know who this boy is going to be, if it's like actually a character in like the future.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially since, unfortunately, I am not the biggest Disney fan. Obviously, I read stuff like Red Room on the regular, so Disney is kind of far down my list of stuff that I keep up with. But yeah, I definitely like the art, and I like it. I don't know if like it's gonna lead into whatever is current.
Yeah. Okay. Like that's how the Scar book, the second one just came out. It's pretty good. Hulk Annual. Oh my god, I can't say words. Number 1.
Hold yearly.
That would have been easier. I wrote a thing. I think I wrote a thing. Oh, okay. So the art itself was not my cup of tea. Like, I wasn't a big fan of this type of art style. But we're just gonna have to see where it goes.
It reminded me of like older anime that
Yeah.
I just wasn't like it was, it just didn't grab me.
Yeah,
I think it's fine.
Yeah. So it starts off as like a found footage thing going on,
which I do love.
That was definitely an interesting take on a Marvel book. I'm not used to that. The Mole Man shows up because they go underground in a cave to do something. The Mole Man and Hulk and Mole Man has to fight.
I guess if you're gonna do the found footage, then having someone like the Mole Man show up makes the most sense.
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of this book. I know it's out there. It's going to be good for somebody. The art style really kind of like took me out of the story though. So, but if you like the Hulk, definitely check it out because there was a twist at the end.
Nice.
Oh, the twist. Let me do a little bit. Think. Okay, I'll do it. Okay.
Dawn of DC Titans. The Justice League is no more.
Oh no.
No more Justice League.
El is sad.
And the Titans, they're no longer kids.
About time they grow up.
Yeah, they're starting to be adults. Like he's no longer like a little kitten.
Oh, he's a full tiger.
He's a full grown tiger.
Good for him.
So yeah, and they're basically just trying to do what the Justice League was doing, but not.
Yeah, I mean they don't have any Superman, so
no. But they got a Raven.
Raven is amazing. I do enjoy Raven.
Given the choice between Superman and Raven, I would definitely pick Raven.
In a fight? Like if somebody's fighting for you?
Overall.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. Raven's my pick.
Raven is pretty awesome. So they're trying to fill in the void of the Justice League. Got it.
Yep.
Got it. I'm gonna do mine too. So this is Dawn of DC Cyborg, which I found out in the last panel of this book actually leads into that book.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I know. There's Cyborg number 1. So he's out saving people and his ex-girlfriend's calling him like nonstop, leaves messages and texts. And then when he's done fighting the bad guy and he's saved the people, he listens to the voicemail and his dad died. In the middle of him fighting this other person.
Oh.
He had a heart attack and died in his office. But what's hurting him and his ex is that there was a 10-minute span where he was still alive. Oh yeah, this one punches you right there in the gut. This is all in the first 3 pages that they do this.
Oh.
Yeah. And like his ex is like, I feel so terrible. I was supposed to be here, but like I got caught up in traffic because you were fighting the villain that stopped all the traffic. So I didn't get to meet with him. He had a heart attack. If I would have been here, I could have saved him because I have the technology because I am a heart surgeon. So
That's not a guarantee though.
He's also trying to plan his dad's funeral, but he has so many upgrades that he's missing that emotion. I couldn't tell if it was like because of the mechanical side of him was kind of like shutting down those emotions maybe, or he was just that numb.
Could be a mix.
Yeah. So he has to do his dad's funeral, and that it left him kind of, yeah. And also, it started off the monsters that he was fighting was what's this? Combat. What does your shirt say? I am ready for combat. Yeah. So what made me sad was that there was 2 dudes from Darkseid's planet. So we have Mammoth and we have Giz. And Mammoth just came to the planet because he wanted matcha ice cream. And instead, he started stealing it from kids, and that's what started the fight.
So, he didn't see his dad before he died because of matcha ice cream. I mean, matcha ice cream's really good.
It's really good, but like,
dude, if you get it fried,
ooh, that sounds amazing.
It is amazing. I'll tell you that.
Do you know what I found out recently? Fruit roll-ups, like not the fruit by the foot, but the fruit roll-ups are actually made for ice cream scoops. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to get a fruit roll-up, put your favorite ice cream in the middle, roll it up, and it becomes crunchy. It says it on their website, apparently. But it's an ice cream snack or an ice cream topper. So you take the fruit roll-up, you put a scoop of ice cream in it, and you fold it in there, and it becomes crunchy around the ice cream.
I'm about to leave during the show to go and find some fruit roll-ups and ice cream.
Oh my gosh. I did it. It's actually really good. Because you know how fruit roll-ups will stick to your teeth and your, like, the top of your mouth? They don't in the ice cream. And you sit there and you can chew it. Like it's a candy. It's not even a hard candy. It's just kind of hard. You know, like a now and later.
Oh, did you see those TikToks of people freezing fruit roll-ups and eating the plastic?
Oh my god, I didn't see those. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
anyway. Okay.
But that's why there's simple flavors, like just strawberry. To go with like vanilla ice cream.
I would always get the ones that were like
the tie-dye
flavor.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Let me
boop 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 doo. Nope. Oh, okay.
Okay.
What? Slipknot, I'm so sorry.
Not at all. Like they're not.
I get
like,
it. They weren't in Ireland either, so
they just straight up don't exist. They're not just like called something else. But
no, they
like,
don't. They have natural fruit ones. The
don't
same
have-
with Gushers fruit roll-ups. What else was it? Gusher fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foot. Like all of those candies, you can't find anywhere but the U.S. and like the North America.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't even have like a rollery do or something like that. Like,
there was one that I used to get at the shop down the street that was like natural fruits and stuff, so it wasn't really like candies and sweets aren't the same. They're built different.
they gotta get more of that high fructose corn syrup.
It's illegal in most countries.
Well, maybe it shouldn't be. No, it's not good for you. But anyway, so Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider.
Oh man.
So, Danny,
I forgot about the winders.
Winders.
I forgot about winders.
Strawberry tape?
Yeah, it's not as sweet though. It's a little, if I remember it's a little more tart.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. But anyway, Danny Ketch is Ghost Rider. So he becomes Ghost Rider, and there's some rival gangs in the city that he's living in. And it's kind of like, man, should I even bother fighting them or just let them kill each other off?
Oh my god.
Or does the spirit of vengeance need to do something about this? What do you say?
Weird.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I think that this series is going to be kind of a, man, do I even bother with it? Or do I just let them just kill each other off?
Yeah, okay.
More than likely, though, the spirit of vengeance is going to be like, no, we're taking care of this.
Yeah.
We're taking care of all of it. Every single person.
All of it going down.
Every single one.
Do you know something funny?
What?
I had a Ghost Rider book too this week.
Really?
I didn't think it was going to. Spider-Man 2099 Dark Genesis.
Oh, my favorite Ghost Rider book.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this? There's quite the list of characters. Hold on. Let me. Okay, so Carnage and Jack are back at it again. They're in front of this giant crowd of people, just being like,
is that the Punisher on the cover?
yeah, he's set to come up in the next book, I think. So Carnage and Jack, they're sitting there in front of this giant group saying, feed the hive, because everybody's so sick and tired of being oppressed by the black card people. And oh my god, Carnage cuts his arm and just sprays it all over the people. All over. Just like, here's my blood. Here's all of my blood. Feed the hive. And then Spider-Man, Blade, Spider-Woman, they show up and they start fighting him. And the crowd's very confused because Spider-Man has saved them so many times from the black card. And they're like, now wait a minute. And then he's trying to tell them, like, hey guys, Carnage doesn't care about black card or you. He's going to kill you all, period. I want you to live. And they're just like, oh, but he's feeding the hive. He's, defeated them too. He's freeing us. And New Venom and Moon Knight show up now. So we're having this whole team of people just showing up. Bloody well Ghost Rider 2099 shows up. They're all just bloody well. Everybody is just showing up to fight this new Carnage and Jack. And Carnage is showing his true colors because as he's fighting them, he's killing all of the citizens around them.
Oh wait, which Carnage is it?
Carnage 2099.
So
Just straight Carnage.
Okay, so it's not Cletus?
No. It's the actual symbiote that took over as scientist, Cletus. Goodness. Cletus was nicer.
Oh.
Yeah, this one's way crazy.
Well, now I want to read it.
You should. I think we still have 1 and 2 in the front. Moon Knight 2099 don't give no cares. I don't know what the year 2099 is like for everybody else, but like Spider-Man, Venom, like all of them have lost their shenanigans, have zero cares about the people around them. Except for Spider-Man cares about maybe not killing innocent civilians, but maybe accidentally killing the villains. Yeah, it's...
Maybe everyone in 2099 is just sleepy and very, very hungry.
Everybody's hangry.
Yeah,
and sleepy.
They just need a Snickers.
Or a few. So this is a huge team up of people I've never seen teamed up for, especially since in the last 2 books we've been getting every single issue is a new character, and it's throwing me off. But I am enjoying it, surprisingly. I am deeply enjoying the series. I can't wait to see where they're going to go. The new Venom, she's just sick and tired of everybody. But she doesn't want to be killed by Moon Knight, so she teams up with Moon Knight. Especially since Moon Knight thought she was actually Carnage, and she's like, bro, no. And that's why they show up to go take out Carnage. A lot of bro moments. A lot of Grubble Fafa.
Man, we're not going to go a single show without that.
We're not. Every single show is Grubble Fafa. All right. Continue.
Okay.
Oh, we have a lot of books. Oh,
yeah.
So keep on keeping on.
Well, I think you actually have way more books than I do.
I can go again if you want me to.
If you would like.
Yes, I can.
Because I think, don't you have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more.
I have 2.
Okay, I will do another one. Let's do the Vigil. Yeah. I was not expecting this, but here we go by Rom V. The Vigil, #1, part of the Dawn of DC storyline is going on. By the way, I have to say this. They want to party like it's 2099.
I want to party like it's sleepy time.
So I'm going to preface this and say, the Dawn of DC that's going on right now, those stories have been some of the better storylines that's come out of DC in a while. I am going to say that. It feels like they've reset with their writers and stuff, and I've enjoyed it.
Technically, the Sandman universe is part of DC, and Nightmare Country Glass House is really good.
Okay, so
it is really good though.
It opens up with they're out in the ocean. A bunch of pirates come and take over the ship, and so this group of new team of heroes that are secret heroes show up to save the crew. And I mean that specifically like that because the person who's describing what's going on, like their director, is like, oh, if you save them, it's whatever. I don't care. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. So we're just going to leave them tied up over there. Okay, bye. Because they're actually at the ship to take something. So it's a disguised rescue, but they're really stealing stuff. And it looks big bad. What I really, really liked about this, do you see the guy with the mask? That guy right there. He takes his mask off, puts it on your face, puts his mask back on, and now he's got your face.
That's kind of cool.
He steals people's faces.
I would steal so many people's faces.
And they're all like ninja. It's really good.
Does he keep his body, though?
Yeah.
So...
Because it threw me off because it's like this really skinny, like lean, muscly, like body, right? But one of the faces that he steals was one of the older, like bigger dudes. And so the face is just like big.
I'm just imagining that
the way they kill people is fun though.
I'm just imagining the funny possibilities.
I know. I love
faces.
Yeah.
Just. Oh yeah, I look perfectly normal. But why is your face like 5 times bigger than your body?
Why do you have the face of a child? That's what I was thinking. It was like,
oh, it's like one of those Halloween costumes, the giant baby things.
Yes. Oh my god! But it's just the face, not the whole head. Just the immediate face.
That sounds like fun.
It is fun, but there's a lot of murder in it too.
That sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do this one.
Like I said, the Donna DC stuff's been pretty good.
Also, this is the thick book.
Oh,
this one is Arcade Kings.
I'm excited to read that one later.
Yeah, I'm excited to read it better than what I did. I definitely skimmed this one.
Just so you guys know, all of these books, we have about a little less than 2 hours to try and read all of it. So, I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry, but I was busy eating cake. So, I was busy.
And getting tiny cards.
Huh?
And getting tiny gifts and cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I was busy. It's my birthday. I don't have to do as much.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm getting older. I can't read as fast and I'm sleepy.
I need the weather's just made us all tired.
I've been tired since I was born. Basically, there's this person, and he's really good at the arcade. Like he's good at video games, and his past.
Oh,
is catching up with him.
Is it a bad past?
It's his past.
Hello, Rude.
If your past catches up with you, it's not good.
Hello, Rude.
It's never ever good.
Recently, I saw a comic based on the Highlander movie. It was called Origin. It's the main villain's backstory. Okay. I love a good villain's backstory.
But yeah, so he's gonna have to use his arcade skills along with his physical skills.
Oh Lord.
To take care of business.
Does he wear the mask while playing too? Does it help him?
Sure. I looked at it. I need to better read it. There was a lot of text.
I bet I will. Okay. Here is the Avengers #1.
I will say the art is basically like this.
Oh, I like that. The Avengers #1. See all the characters on the front? This is a story of Captain Marvel spending a day with each one of these characters. My lawyer says I'm not allowed to talk about what they talked about.
Oh, that's that story?
Yeah.
No. Absolutely not.
Starts with a C. Ends with a war.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, that's what she's talking to each one of them. Just being like, hey buddy, remember when we did this during this time period? Good seeing you. I'll catch up later. And then the next day, hey buddy, remember when we did this during this time? I'll see you later. Also, during the whole time, all of them are together doing this big epic fight where somebody is about to turn a black hole of the universe.
Real quick.
Yeah.
And Edward, don't you dare bring it up either.
Today is not the day.
As everyone's attorney.
That is her one birthday wish. Do not bring up that time.
I advise you not to. I will leave.
Oh, no. So, and then at the same time, they're all fighting this really big giant giant metal being who has brought this machine that's going to turn the entire universe into a giant black hole. So that way some god or galactical being, they couldn't decide which one it was, could eat it. So they're fighting that. And we've got Wanda, Black Panther, Vision, Falcon, Iron Man, and Thor, and Captain Marvel.
It sounds almost like what the Beyonder and them were fighting in a different story arc right now.
I think that's what it is. He didn't bring it up. Alfie, no, you've got one more book, please. Please. Don't leave me.
All right.
No, Edward, you've broken her. What's wrong with you?
To be fair, I was broken to begin with.
Oh,
That's
no.
when I became an attorney. No offense to any attorneys in the audience.
Oh my goodness.
So, this is a book that I have been very excited for. This is the second. Like this and Red Room, I was the most excited for. I was especially excited that they came out on my birthday.
Yay!
It was like the world, the spirit,
The world knew.
Something new.
The universe knew.
Yeah, the universe. That's the word. Thank you. So this is Elvira in Monsterland. And this is a direct continuation from Elvira in Horrorland. You don't necessarily need to read Elvira in Horrorland. But
you should.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, if you don't, you're wrong. So
by the way, Jay read that last night in one of the trivias.
Yeah, I know.
He was like, "This is Alfie's direct line.
Yeah.
If you're not reading this, you are wrong."
Yeah, no. When I put my notes in, I mean for him to read it. But yeah, Elvira and Monsterland. So you have actual Dracula, actual the Impaler.
Oh my god.
Trying to kill and kidnap fictional Draculas. And yes, this does include the Count from Sesame
One
Street.
Dracula. Two Dracula.
I think I would imagine that this has all been written before, but wouldn't it be great if Nicolas Cage's Dracula was in this?
That would have been great. I love that. This is the only show on the internet when the C word is civil.
I want to make a joke, but I feel like I shouldn't.
All right.
But-
okay.
But yeah, you should absolutely read this. It's gonna have loads of pop culture references, and it's fun, and you really do feel like Elvira.
At one point, she was a Muppet too.
Yes, when she's trying to save the Count,
Okay.
she becomes a Muppet, and it's beautiful and amazing and perfect.
I love it. Let's talk about Cinderella number 2. I didn't have a chance to get full details of this one. It was really good. I think Jay got to read it as well if he wants to add notes, as I'm saying with my notes that I have, which are on here. So here we go. All right. So there's a recap as a kid's drawing at the beginning of it. Like the first page was a whole recap of everything that's happened to Cinderella in the first page. And then it goes over where her and the Queen of Hearts is in the hospital. They are in the hospital. And the both of them are like, gosh darn it, how did you get me into this? Why are we here? And the detectives are there trying to figure out what's going on. And they're just kind of playing the both of them. They're like, hi, your partner gave you up on everything. And yeah, the cover is a little weird. But the inside is not like the cover. It's better. And each one is like, detective, no. Detective, yes. Detective, no. And of course, Cinderella losing her. Yeah, I know, right? Cinderella losing her shenanigans at one point. Just like, if you don't let me out of here, why am I chained up? I'm going to destroy you. I mean, oh no, I'm a victim and was attacked by this person. More of the Goatman and Bunny, less of everything else. These are my notes. Oh, okay. Goatman and Bunny is so good. And so, yeah, the ninjas show up and is trying to take them out. Cindy and Queen take out at least 2 of them. And then the last one that's left, she's got pigtails and bunny ears, head ninja, and I want to be here when I grow up. Yeah, I want to be here when I grow up. Okay, what else do I have? I have this one and Superboy. Let's do Superboy because I want to talk about it. All right, Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow, number 2. So the beginning of this starts off, he is still trying to save that planet that he was in the first one. And then, hold on, the team, the Cosmeteers, defeat him. And they're considered the heroes, even though he was the one that defeated the invading people. But then he got attacked by the other people, by the Cosmeteers. And they're like, we have defeated him. Now we are going to put this necklace on him going to hold back his Kryptonian. We're going to tell him our very sad backstories. A la rude.
Like you do.
And you come to find out they are like clones of other people from the universe that have been doing things. And now they're trying to free all the other clones, but also trying to save things. But they may do a little bit of stealing on the side because, people got to eat. Being a hero doesn't pay you. Rude.
Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, you don't get paid being a hero. In fact, a lot of people blame you.
Well, to be fair,
Yeah.
you do cause like billions of dollars of damage.
Yeah, but would you rather be dead or pay a little more in taxes?
I mean,
I guess it depends on the tax bracket. Anyways, so yeah, that's what's happening to Superboy. Maybe he shouldn't have left Earth to go make a name for himself. But here he is. He saved the planet, but he's not getting credit for it. The Cosmeteers are getting credit for it. In fact, he's now in a prison. And he's like, you know what? Maybe we should just team up. And they're like, bro, we have the sad backstory. And I'm like, does nobody else remember Superboy's backstory? It'd be kind of sad, too.
Life be kind of sad.
Oh, I know, right? All right, Man Goat and the Bunny Man, the 2023 spring special. I bloody well love this series. Everything about Man Goat. I think the first story, you have as much chance of being hurt as you do growing up. Shut up.
Rude.
I know, right? Well, I guess I never am going to grow up. Super good. It's a one-shot. We finally get to see Bunny Man's dad is found in a cage underground, being held by this collector of animals / people, right? And so they get called out to they're like, hey, come get your dad, special friend. I found him for you. That's why I love Homelander. Oh my goodness. By the way, we found your dad. Do you want to come save your dad? Anonymous. And they're like, hey, let's go save your dad. And Man Goat's like, bro, it's a trap. And he's like, but my dad, because he's so sweet and innocent. But super serial killer. Super killer. Serious killer. And, God, we've read so much today.
Real quick, that Man Goat looks like one of the people from Tank Girl.
Oh my God, he does, doesn't
he? Yeah.
I don't know why, but most of the characters in this remind me of Saga.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, they remind me of Saga. And so they go there, they go to save his dad, come find out it was a trap. And they're like, if you don't stop fighting and killing all of my people, I'm going to, kill your dad. And he's like, oh, no, don't kill my dad. I'll put my giant axe down. And I'm like, Bunny, no! And then they get captured. See, nobody listens to me.
Why would they?
Nobody listens to me.
They could be going on adventures. They can't go on adventures if they listen to you. Then the comics would be one page.
That's true. If they listened to me, none of this would happen. And now they're trapped underground. And that's halfway through the book. People die at the fair. Also, it opens up with a masquerade party in Vermont with this special secret word, but there's a lot less clothing than you think there should be for a masquerade party in Vermont. Like, there's not nudity in it, but Zenoscope, what you up to? I'm super enjoying whatever you're up to.
I think Zenoscope's just being Zenoscope.
Zenoscope's being Zenoscope. Yeah, that's true. That's been our books. Don't worry. I can't hear Man Goat without thinking of Jim Brewer from Saturday Night Live doing, what's that say? Goat Boy?
Boy.
Oh, okay. Those were the books that we got to skim for a minute to skim it.
We skimmed them for a minute.
Yeah, super enjoyed them. Also, if you liked any of these books, please hit up your LCS.
Yeah.
Grab a book.
Or hit us up on our next show.
Yeah, over on the CDs and on Facebook.
Yeah.
But there's another show right here on the Experience coming up. What's coming up next? What's next?
Stuff.
I think it's a show.
Mint Hunter Comics.
Oh, Mint Hunter. Mint Hunter is up next, and we'll be over to be sent.
Real quick, what was your pick of the week?
My pick of the week was probably either Seasons of Teeth or Man Goat and Bunny Man.
All right. And obviously mine is going to be Red Room and Elvira because those are the ones that I actually put on my pull list like months ago.
My favorite train wreck of this week is probably going to be the one that I'm not allowed to say out loud.
Kokju?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yep.
It's not what they say in the book.
Yep.
I couldn't look away. I couldn't. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to read this one because I keep waiting.
Ed, weird, pick it up.
I keep waiting for the next thing, like another monster to show up and just start like beating him up. But now I'm not sure that's what's going to happen.
I mean, with global warming, we don't have anything to fight against it.
That's true. Can I make claims now? No, Ed, weird. You can't make claims. This is not a sales show. Come on. We go through this every bloody week.
Just,
all right, guys.
Just go ahead and like type it out though, and then just copy paste.
Yeah, type it out and copy paste it over on the other show. I've been Jenna. That's been birthday Alfie.
Yeah, I'm another year older.
And
another year dumber.
This has been Space Cadets. No, this has been Minute to Skim It.
Yeah. We've been barely human.
Teasing with the bugs, yes, teasing them. I can't. My brain.
Brain don't work.
Brain don't work.
Brain got older. Brain got dumb. Brain shut down.
All right, guys. We'll see you again. What, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Bye.